Hi everybody, my name is Alan. On behalf of the crew, I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Bridging Heaven and Earth. You know, we all go through our lives and we all do what we do in our lives, and we have family and friends and jobs and businesses and housing and all the stuff. And everyone has it, and everyone, you know, has to deal with all the issues around it, and everyone has to, all of us on every continent, on every country, and every religious preference, every sexual preference, we all know that there is something we're dealing with in this life, and there is something that almost is the core of that, that almost is the transcendental part of that, that is almost the spiritual, the religious, the root, the heart of our lives as human beings, every one of us. And somehow the quest in this human life, the destiny in a way, the journey of this human life is to know that root, to know that heart, to know that ultimate love. And every one of us knows that somehow that exists. And somehow we're all connected in that. That somehow that root is the root of all. Somehow that heart is the heart of all. And as we go through our daily lives with all the busyness and all the ups and downs and rounds, somehow in the middle of the night at the beach, when we fall in love, when we are in love, when a baby is born, when we see the ocean, the mountains, we sense something of the infinite. We sense something of a great inclusion, an unconditional love. And somehow that is what our lives are, the recognition of, the realization of, the hunger for. And as we go through our particular seemingly separate lives and businesses and relationships and housing and coming up with the rent and coming up with the mortgage payment and paying for the car and all the things that humans do on this planet, trying to get food on our table. We are all here as brothers and sisters to know that love, to feel that love, to share that love, to serve that love, to come together in joy and creativity and collaboration at this time, on this earth, to sing the praises of our connection, to sing the praises of our brotherhood. And on so much of the planet, as of the moment that I'm speaking, we don't praise that cooperation, that collaboration, that oneness, as we call it. And that is our hunger, and that is why the leaves are spoiled, the leaves are hurting, the leaves are in a sense rotten, because we don't experience the connection of that ultimate love, that unconditional love, that oneness, that infinite, that inclusiveness. And again, that's what this bridging show is about, to come together as brothers and sisters and to sing the praises of who we are and what we are and how we can come into balance and harmony and realization and recognition of that unconditional love, of who we really are, of what a lot of humans call God, of that ultimate truth in a sense, and live in that ultimate truth. And tonight's guest has once again, as in one form or another, all the bridging guests do, has dedicated his life to coming home into that recognition, to that realization, to that experience of the infinite, of inclusiveness, of unconditional love. Vladimir Dorojinsky is an inspirational artist. He's a healer. He came to the United States from Siberia, Russia in 1992, and he's been a spiritual teacher and a life coach for over 30 years. And with a friend of his, Nick Edwards, they created the DiEnTra System. And it was, in a sense, to use New Age technology combined with ancient wisdom to bring joy, health, happiness, and love, ultimately, and connection, and realization of who we really are. And his life is just an example of how we can come together, how we can use creativity to do that. He's an extraordinarily gifted healing artist. You'll see 2 of his pieces as part of the International Healing Art Project. And we've also shot 2 beautiful videos of his art and of this DiEnTra healing system. So you can get a feel for the power and the dedication and the love that Vlad wants to share and to give and to be part of on this planet. How he wants to collaborate in love, in creativity, to bring us all home. And the art pieces were done, as most of you know, we're in the middle of an international healing art project that came to us here at Bridging as a dream, as a vision, as a healing the heart of the planet, as an acupuncture for the planet. To reach out and say, we will use the Bridging distribution system, the Bridging format that goes out all over the world on cable television, on satellite, through the internet, on YouTube and Vimeo and many other internet video stations. From the Bridging site, you can watch every show, heaventoearth.com. And that anybody who produces a new original piece based on the theme Bridging Heaven and Earth, get it to us here in California. We'll put it on the Bridging shows. We'll have it in exhibits. Hopefully soon we'll have it in museums and hospitals to bring this incredible healing energy into hospitals, into children's cancer wards, into museums where people can come and see it. And so far we've received literally over 400 pieces from all over the world. Every size, every format. Everyone is welcome because the energy of the project is inclusion and the infinite. So the project is ongoing. Everyone is welcome to join us. And the more people involved, the better the acupuncture, the better the healing. And it could be any size, any format, any skill level, any medium. Everyone is welcome. We've received pieces from 2 years old to 92-year-old, acrylics, oils, collages, glass, stained glass, fused glass, jewelry, sculptures of all kinds, all different sizes, all different shapes, all new original pieces based on the theme Bridging Heaven and Earth. So everyone is welcome to join us, and it's a great honor. And if you want to be really enlivened, really experienced something very extraordinary, go to Heaven to Earth Art, heaventoearth.com, and scroll page after page after page and see these pieces that have come into the bridging studio here in California from all over the world, from Romania, from Peru, from Ecuador, all over Europe. Unbelievable. It is so powerful. So if you get a chance, do that. So, you know, tonight it's a lot of Vlad's beautiful energy, beautiful healing energy, beautiful harmonizing energy. And you'll see two of the pieces that he's done for the International Healing Art Project, and also videos of that. So join me in a short meditation, then we'll have the first part of the Vlad video, and we'll have Vlad and art, and just the opportunity for us to come together again in love, in creativity, in collaboration, in oneness. Okay, join me in a short meditation. Thank you. So as I said, the first video is Vlad and his friend Nick Edwards have put together this incredible DiEnTra system. And this is Nick talking about the system, and special thanks to Vlad and Nick and Cameron and Bianca Childs for their video, and Leslie and music, and Cameron and Bianca. Cameron's 15, he's one of the crew people here, and he does a lot of the audio stuff now and video stuff. So he and Bianca put together this video. They edited it and shot it, and part of it actually is a healing for Cameron that was done by Vlad with using this DiEnTra system. So this will give you a feel for the system, and then Vlad will be with us in art and more videos. So enjoy.
This is my most powerful pyramid ever. We're using the 1 million volt Tesla coil powered pyramid to energize the 10-foot pyramid, which is going to energize the Architron up above. I started in the pyramid research in the 1970s, the early 1970s, and I decided I want to make the best pyramids possible and the most beautiful. And I created titanium rods that are anodized gold to look beautiful, and they're super lightweight and portable, and these pyramids give off a lot of energy. Their pyramid crystal structure of the metal titanium works really, really well. It works better than anything. And this is a titanium pyramid and a titanium Architron behind me. It's the most powerful device on the planet Earth. I recreated the Ark of Moses, the Ark of the Covenant. Moses was given the racials to build his ark. And ark means segment of a circle, plain and simple. You go back to the ancient Hebrew definitions, not the Greek. The Greek says it's a vessel. You go back to Hebrew, it's a segment of a circle. They tell you this in the Bible, that the Ark of Noah, the boat that saved the animals, is made from arcs. If you take the 4 dimensions given to Noah and you make them into radiuses and you connect them, you come up with a kayak. A kayak is the perfect boat or ship that would save the animals. It doesn't capsize. So I applied this to Moses. Moses is given the ratios of 335. And if you look up behind me, you'll see that the Architron is made up of pentagons, 5-sided shapes, and triangles, 3-sided shapes. And on every point of every pentagon are 2 triangles. There's your 335 ratio everywhere you look at it, 335. And Moses carried these ark pieces in his box. The box was not the ark. The ark pieces were carried in the box. When Moses wanted to part the Red Sea, he put together his Architron and he commanded the angels. This is a radio device to contact the higher angels. According to Tesla, said the same thing. He said that the Ark of Moses was a radio device to contact the higher angels, or I call them the archangels. We don't even know what's going to happen yet, but it's going beyond all limits. We're going into new orders of magnitude of energy beyond healing and rejuvenation, and cosmic awareness has never been at a higher level with this device behind me.
Hi everybody, welcome back. So that was a powerful video. So the DiEnTra System, we'll talk a lot more about that with Vlad. Welcome Vlad, it's so great to have you here.
Thank you, Alan.
And Love is in the Air, this incredible piece you did for the International Healing Art Project. Why don't you just give some people a feel for it and how it came through you and the beauty of it.
Well, I've done it quite a while ago, but how that started, it was pretty simple. I was doodling for something, and then I kind of remembered the song, which been done by a very famous Russian singer, Alla Pugacheva. And it's one of my favorite songs, and she's one of my favorite singers. So, and it's kind of start going to the shape of face and female figure. And then I remember that she just got recently married to the other very famous Russian singer, Philip Kirkorov. That was back in time. Like now they're not together, but it's not the point. It's not important, of course. So I just put them all together, and because there was so much love there, so much true love and emotions between them two, I was just fascinated by that, and I put this shape of heart from both of them, and they are colliding on the picture. Then I put it on the canvas and decided, just let's put the color, whatever comes to my mind, and I start with this bright, vivid colors, and one thing just led to another, and here we are, have this piece. And first I call it Alla and Philip by the first names. But then I just realized love, it's not for them only. Love is ultimate. It's for everybody. And I just thought the appropriate title would be Love is in the Air.
That's lovely.
It's there.
Yeah,
it's there. It's everywhere. Like free energy. It's also everywhere. So you cannot deny that. It's just there. And from that moment, it's just a piece called Love is in the Air. And I'm kind of like this piece.
That's lovely. Yeah, we like it as well, and all the feedback we get is people love it. It's been on the website for a while now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
so it gives me joy, real joy when I even see that, like, oh God, I've done that. How did I do that? I don't know. Must be love in the air, love in the air. So. And when I started my DiEnTra system, I put some of my paintings inside this system, and the pieces start accumulate this energy in them. And when other people see the art, they not only say in the compliments like, oh, it's really nice piece, nice color and everything, but they also feel some kind of vibration. I guess the love is not only in there, love is there, and it's transferring from the piece to the person who observed that. That's really fascinates me too.
That's beautiful. So why don't you just take us back? I mean, how did you come to, get from Siberia, Russia to America and start to be a life coach and a healer and a massage therapist and an artist here, and just take us a little bit through that journey and the DiEnTra System, how, just walk us through that a little bit.
It's going to take a while.
Well, we got a certain
We got
amount of-
time? All right.
If I have to speed you up, I will. But go ahead, give it a little.
Well, I moved in the United States in 1992. That was the era of Yeltsin, and there was a huge turmoil in Russia. Everything was like falling apart, and I was worried about my family, about the future of my children, and as anybody else. I had the opportunity to go to the United States and explore the connections here, the business connections and everything else, and that helped me later on to make my decision. That's the place and that's the country I would like to be. Also back then in 1992, I saw this inauguration on the Russian channel. That was Mr. Clinton.
The inauguration.
Inauguration,
Yeah,
yes. Mr. Clinton gave his speech, and I was so moved. I still have, chills. And when I saw that, I decided, that's it. That's the place I want to be. That's the place I could evolve. That's the place where I could, really feel home. And then I just talked to my wife and kids. I said, guys, we have the opportunity. It's a small window. We have to jump in or out. And we decided to go. I came over here as a Russian businessman. I studied banking system in the Bank of Lviv, and I didn't work there. I had my own business. But being the sportsman all my life, I have a degree in boxing, and I graduated from sports academy back in Russia. So being that person, I decided to open up some business which would be related to the health industry. So me and my wife, she is the registered nurse, we decided to open up Lana Health product. And we provide massage, service, adjustment, body healing, body work, fitness. Later on, I came up with this idea that it's kind of not enough to be physically healthy. You have to be mentally healthy, and you have to be spiritually healthy. So the harmony itself would consist of three fundamental things. Your body, your mind, and your soul. And when I come to this realization, I start searching for the lost pieces, like what is about the human mind, how that works, what about the spirituality, religion, and everything else, why people fight to each other over the simple thing. You cross like that, or you cross like this. That's kind of silly thing to fight over, but seems like people still fighting 1,000 years from ago. So I start my research, and I come up with these ideas about channeling to the outside energy. I believe in higher power. I believe in some, collective conscious which is out there. But the thing is, we don't have direct access. Though we do, but we don't know how to get there. That's the point. And at this moment, I just realized if I will find that, it's going to be complete. And I start my research. I read a bunch of books. I went on the internet, here, there, and I came up with this idea of DiEnTra System. That's the latest achievement. That's my device I'm using to help people to heal themselves. I'm using that for over 2 years now. And first I started experimenting on myself, on my friends and people, my neighbors. Everybody welcome, just come to my house and experience what I have. Everybody already know that I'm in massage business, I'm in health industry, fitness, and so on and so forth. I have a little boxing gym in my garage. So sometimes people come to me, just show them a couple moves. Anyway, to make story short, when I start this DiEnTra system, it's some kind of, I wouldn't say vision or dream or something like that came to me. From above, from below. I don't know where did I get it, but I come with the idea that the three different things should be collide together. I found the Egyptian pyramid, Great Pyramid of Giza. I built up this model. I experiment with that, and I felt some kind of movement and vibration differently when I'm outside the pyramid. Then I met this guy, Nick Edwards. He's my partner.
Yeah, they saw the video with him discussing.
Yeah,
Right.
That's him.
Right.
So, and I saw his late creation, which we call Architron. We call it House of Angels. So this structure based on the Old Testament of Moses. Moses helped, according to the story, Moses helped to Noah to build the ark. And the parts of that we use in Architron. So the ark itself being indestructible. So it saved a lot of people, animals, and everything else. We know that from the story. And when we build this Architron, it's become also indestructible structure, which attracts the positive energy from outside. So I put this Architron above the pyramid. It's become kind of antenna and filter for the energy coming from outside. And when it's there, it's condensed so much, it's become like a beam of energy, which goes into the pyramid. And pyramid works like the shower head, let's put it this way. And the energy distributed equally everywhere and start the vortex. The person who sits inside have this vibration kind of feeling, but it's a good one. It makes you feel relaxed, makes you feel open, and you have this positive vibes goes all over your body, inside first and outside. You start projecting this power, the positive power also. You become like one. Basically, you synchronize with the universe when you're there inside this DiEnTra system. And then I experimented a little bit more with parabolic mirror. I found the Russian scientist who did experiments on Russian north part of Russia. They did the telepathic communication through the parabolic mirrors. That was two labs like 1,000 kilometers apart, which is probably like 600 miles. It's quite far away. So one part didn't know what the other does. So they start projecting the thoughts inside this parabolic mirror, and the other part is supposed to receive them. Guess what? 95, 98% of accuracy. That shifted me. Wow, that's something new there. I have to try to use it, see how that's going to work. And then I found the book about old, they call it Nostradamus chamber, something like that. So the Nostradamus, the prophet, he used it for his psychic visions. So, and I decided, okay, I'm going to put it all together and see how they're going to work. So parabolic mirrors being set up inside the pyramid, surrounding the person or object inside the pyramid. Then you have pyramid itself and the Architron above that. So the whole system complete. Now we have three elements all
and
together.
Isn't there also where you infuse it with a certain energy with the Tesla coil that they saw on the video?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
how does that fit together?
Tesla coil, it has the ability to produce this natural
Vibration energy.
electromagnetic vibration. That's, put it this way. It has a very significant amount of positive outcome. When it starts vibrating and make this zap, right? Am I doing right?
People got it. Yeah,
Okay,
right.
I hope everybody understands me.
Right.
Sorry for my English. So when that happened, the surrounding area purified, cleansing. Whatever negative things goes around you, they just popped like soap bubbles, like boom, 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 they out. That's what the Tesla coil transformer does. And when we use it in the pyramid, we kind of activated the whole entire DiEnTra system with Tesla coil. So that gonna give more power to the system. And when people walk in, they feel this positive vibe and energy. It still remains in the system after we remove the Tesla coil. And it's there, I don't know, a year, 2 years, 5 years, I don't even know. We do reactivation once in a while. So me and Nick Edwards. He comes to my house, we put it all together and start this, what you saw in the video, we do it like once a year, once and a half year. The reactivation with Tesla coil transformer. So did I answer your question?
Pretty good.
All right then. So that's about my system. And I'm still on a journey. I have over 100 people, maybe 200 already. I didn't count them, but they give me testimonial about the feelings when they, before and after. I have a lot of, I couldn't call them clients. They are my friends, I would say that. Mm-hmm. I love them all. And I hope they love me too. So they come to my house, they sit there, they experience this tremendous amount of power, positive power, and then go do their day-to-day life and job, whatever they're supposed to do. And then they come back, and as I said, I have probably over 200 people already been with my service, and none of them gave me any kind of negative testimonies.
And if there are people, watching this show from all over the world, and they're thinking, well, is there any place where this system, the DiEnTra system, by the way, DiEnTra means direct energy. That's my, abbreviation of divine energy transmitter. Divine energy transmitter. Been recognized recently. Right. It is the energy which produced by the universe. We could say by God. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I believe in something higher than we are. So let's call it God. I call it universe. But the divine energy, that's what the universe given us. And we have the ability to receive that. We just have to know how to be open to that, because it's free for everybody. That's where you find your love, that's where you find your health and your balance and harmony. And so the process is for people, what we'll do is talk about like how people can, have this all over the world, these systems, and, be able to take advantage of this like invention you've come up with. But your experience is that people are really having epiphanies and transformations. I would say that, yes, you're absolutely right. And I also would say my personal goal to give it to every family on the planet Earth, because this is so powerful and so useful. It's for everyone. If you have this experience once, then you're like, oh, why didn't I do it before? I'm so balanced, so in harmony, so peaceful now. People come to me with all kind of problems, physical, mental, spiritual. Sometimes they don't know what God they should talk to. And I usually say, listen, He's one God, one universe. You don't need to interpreter. But I'm a messenger. I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk directly, to experience that. Exactly. Yeah. When I say talk directly, that means experience. All right, let's get into this a little more. Let's see the second video where we'll see the healing session in the pyramid with Cameron and Jeannie.
Okay.
And you talking us through it. So why don't we do that?
Sure.
So what we'll do is have the second video now, and then we'll come back with Vlad, another healing art piece that he's done, and just some more information from Vlad about the system and his art and creativity and love. So enjoy.
Just try to totally relax and open your mind. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. If you don't like, just stay as you are. And the most important, make yourself comfortable. The energy frequency outside will be synchronized with the bioenergy which Cameron bodies produced. So when the architrons stop, that means they synchronize them, they are in harmony. You become part of the universe. Simple as that. As you could see right now, the architron going back to his normal position, it's still reacting on Cameron bio energy frequency.
So I felt like a vibration kind of in my eyes and like navel cavities. And I felt like pins and needles in the back of my head. I also saw like lots of colors when my eyes were closed. I definitely felt relaxed, more than I was before the treatment. Yeah.
This DiEnTra definitely has a way of aligning body, mind, and spirit. You know, I tend to notice a more euphoric, more balanced, relaxed state of being, you know, after a session here.
Hi everybody, welcome back. So that was a beautiful video. So that was at the healing session and some of Vlad's art, other than the ones you've seen here. And special thanks to Vlad for making that possible, Joanne Pelkey for being one of the healees, Cameron for being one of the healees, Cameron and Bianca for putting it together. And the music is Stephen Halpern Music, StephenHalpernMusic.com, I think it is, or StephenHalpern.com. And Vlad's website is DiEnTra.com, DiEnTra.com. And the incredible piece of art you're seeing in between Vlad and I, that Vlad did for the International Healing Art Project, is Dancing in the Galaxy. So why don't you talk a little bit about producing that and how it came from, I think when you came to the international, here to see one of the
Yes.
and you saw all this art from everywhere. It was like you were childlike when you saw it. Literally, you were skipping around the studio.
You're gonna make me cry. I'm a very emotional guy, tell you that. Because when I saw your place, it just hit me so good. There was so much joy inside me. I was like, oh my God, I want to dance.
Remember you were like
I want to dance.
Right.
That's all. I came back home and I was under this inspiration and I just started doodling. And it just comes to me because we all are the same. We all are in the same place. That's our galaxy, our planet, our galaxy, our universe. We're all there. And what we do for joy, we dance. That's the most authentic, oldest movement for human body, I think. When you have joy, what do you want? You want to dance, you want to jump, you want to express your feeling in some kind of motion. So it came to me, these several figures, they represent a different kind of energy which among us. And they evolving in this dance, and they are represent the galaxy itself. So many of them, they just come together in this joyful dance. So that's how I ended up with all these figures. I didn't put the faces there or any kind of direct recognition that's the human body, but you see that it's resembling.
Yeah, it's universal.
It's
Yeah.
universal, exactly. That's why I didn't put any details. I can do the portrait of any kind of art, I mean, technically speaking, but this one, it's just the pure energy of joy, which came to me after seeing your beautiful gallery and place. I
No, when I saw you
I'm
come in and
blessed
look around, I was like, he gets it. He really
Oh, man.
feels it. He gets it.
I still remember. It gives me chills.
Right.
I
remember
I'm
it too.
serious. It's just joy of life, joy of freedom, freedom which comes from the universe, freedom which you not have to struggle for. It's just given by God. That's all. We're all there, and we entitled to have this freedom and joy and love every time.
And also, I mean, the thing that really inspires me is to see all this collaboration and all this creativity from all over the world. I mean, there's no paperwork on any of this. People just send it in trust, in love, in creativity and collaboration from all over the world. I mean, literally 1,000 artists involved and over 400 pieces as you look around. And it's amazing to me that, somehow it hasn't been in the Getty or the Museum of Modern Art, all this incredible art, or hospitals or something.
The recognition for the art piece should be Getty Museum or should not be Getty Museum, but the most important part, when people see that, they experience the same feeling which artists put in the piece.
Right.
That's
all
why.
that love.
And when you have this enlightenment, if you will, and you try to do some kind of artistic work, whether it's music or poetry or art, visual art, you put part of your soul into this piece. That's no doubts about that. That's why the original pieces, when you see them, they strikes you. Mona Lisa or any kind of, famous art pieces, because they remain part of the soul of the artist. I hope I did that. Maybe people will recognize this piece and see the joy which I saw in this galaxy and the universe and our planet. I think the project you're doing, Bridging Heaven to Earth, it's the collaboration of humans' ability to bring joy, love, and happiness through the art to the people of Earth. You're absolutely right when you're saying, oh, we kind of tied up with all this day-to-day routine, paying mortgage, buying car, blah, blah, blah. But that's the very simple part of our life, very little part of our life. It's material things which perish in a moment. But the most important thing, our emotions and our ability to create when we have these emotions, our ability to give it to other people, our ability to express that. And we receive it back 100 times more, because the universe above us and always on our side when we do the right thing, when we do the good thing for others. That's my motto in life. I found that it's very, very simple. When you're in harmony with yourself and outside, you're unbreakable. You can create things which beyond. That's, I think, how most of the artists make their, famous pieces of art, piece of music, or anything like that. And it has nothing to do with money as far as being awarded. Oh, I have my piece, I sold it for gazillion dollars. Well, it's good to have money. But the most important, when people recognize that, the effort that artists put into that, the piece of soul, which there in the art. So that's what I think.
That's beautiful. And it's interesting, as you were talking, I was thinking that it was a really feeling, that it was a very beautiful way to describe service. A lot of people talk about that when you do service, that's when you really feel, really connected and really feel happy. And the way you were describing it was a really beautiful way of expressing that.
That's absolutely true. When you give, you have more joy than you receive. I know we all like gifts, we all like attention. When somebody recognize your birthday and say, hey, Alan, happy birthday, here's a little card. You smile automatically, because it's a good thing, but it does mean, it doesn't matter what kind of gift it is. It's the recognition and the part of your whole being transferred from one person to another. And when you do the service, and you do that with passion and love, the people who receive the service, they recognize that. And the healing process goes like that. I've done so many of this healing energy sessions. I've done so many massages for people. They all, being healed to the certain extent. Of course, I'm not God. I cannot make your arm grow back if you lost it in, some occasion. But as far as make your body, your mind and soul get back in harmony, that's the goal I'm striving to. And that's the one thing I could, give people.
And we started to talk about this a little in the first session.
Yes.
If people are watching this show and say, wow, that sounds fantastic, but I'm in Romania, I'm in Croatia, I'm in South America, I'm in Brazil, I'm somewhere, how can I get the benefit of this DiEnTra system? How can I get the benefit of all the gifts that Vlad is talking about and all?
Okay, I'll answer that. But first, it seems like, and it's true, we're all connected in the universe somehow around this planet. You just answer me the questions, which I have the answer came like a day ago. Believe you or not, audience believe or not, I really tell them the truth. The guy called me from Europe. His friend in Canada suffering from Lou Gehrig's disease. And he asked me, could you transfer the positive vibe through the Tesla coil machine and everything else? I said I could, but you have to be able to receive that. You have to be able to believe that we're all connected. because from now on, I'm doing this session in my system, and I'm just thinking about him to get healthy, to get in balance with his physical, emotional, and mental things all together, get him in harmony. That's going to help him overcome any kind of disease, but that's his own beliefs. I do my part, he has to be able to receive that. So it's possible, bottom line, it is possible.
And you also were mentioning earlier you would like these systems available in every home. So it not necessarily have to go through you. How would something like that work?
Well, we designed the whole system. I have a blueprint, and my son, he did the fantastic, tremendous job to put it all together, because it has to be very precise. Here's the pyramid, which done according to Fibonacci ratio, 1.68. That's the Nubian pyramid, that's the latest design, and another pyramid of Giza. At certain angle supposed to be absolutely precise. So my son, he has the shop, he's a welder, and he did the whole connectors and everything so perfect, so precise. We decided we can make it like, industrial. In other words, available to anybody who would like to purchase that. So
healers and people who believe in healing modalities can actually have this system
absolutely, yeah.
in their
their
offices,
environment, their office, anywhere you'd like to. And I have it in my house, and even people, my neighbors around me, when they come inside my house, they always like, it's so peaceful, so quiet, it's like a church. I said, no, it's not, it's just what it is. It's right in front of you. This system gives this positive vibe. It cleans up your house on a daily basis, 24/7. You live in this environment, and that's the best thing.
And are there smaller additions that, in essence, can bring some of that energy? Maybe not the 10 million Tesla coil. Or
Oh no, of course not. We have different kind of design, and what I would recommend probably 4-6 feet tall pyramid where you could sit and meditate. It's pretty simple. You're still gonna have this positive vibe comes to you and cleans you up. But if you would like to have the whole system, I have to design that particular for your place. It costs some money, but it's not like huge amount of money. The whole system to design and implement would around $4,000-5,000. That's not a big amount.
if somebody's not feeling well or not in harmony, it's semi-priceless to get something that could be helpful, for sure.
That's absolutely true. And also I provide my service for free most of the time.
Right.
I do massage, of course, and body adjustment, the fitness. That's where I'm involved in the process myself. I dedicate my time and everything. But when people come to my place and they want just experience the DiEnTra system, I give it for free. You don't have to pay anything, because it doesn't belong to me. I just build the device.
Right.
It's belong to above. The energy comes from there, and through this device is all yours. In other words, it's free. I cannot charge anybody for things which is free. That's my.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I decided once and for all. I will never charge anybody who just come to me to experience this. So.
No wonder Joan comes every day.
Joan was there many times, and it helps her to overcome her anxiety. She has a high level of anxiety towards some, simple things. Sometimes we talk during the session, but most of the time she just comes and say, "Oh, I need it, Vlad. Can I come in?" Sure. It's open.
Right, it's
come
free.
in.
That's
just
beautiful. No, she really described it. We were there that day, and it was beautiful. So I mean, in your experience of like 30, 35 years of being a healer and a coach and you know, bringing harmony to people. Do you see a real evolution now that more and more people are open to this, more and more people want to be in creativity and collaboration and things like that?
Absolutely, yes. Seems like all our civilization evolving in a spiral way. We recognize something new, we might lose something, we might go back and dig out something which we totally, you know, been forgotten, and now it's in power again. So when I found these scripts, it just struck me like, wow, people have been doing that thousand of years before. They use the energy of the universe for their own, you know, benefits. Why don't we? And then I got this whole thing together. So my point is, it's definitely getting more and more people involved into the spirituality. And as I said before, we all have this ability to recognize and receive the positive vibe of the universe, of the energy of the universe. You just have to be open to that. That's all. And it's so beneficial. It's so much power there. It's beyond recognition. I always said to my friends, clients, it seems like I found the reset button. You sit inside, I push the button, and it's gonna wash you off so good, you become like in default stage. You come out from your mom belly like a newborn.
Childlike.
Like a childlike, yes. That's how clear your conscious, your mind and your body.
Well, we're coming to the childlike part, and we're coming to the end of the show. So if you want any information about Vlad, his art, the healing, DiEnTra, call me, Alan, 805-687-2053, 805-687-2053. Good night. We love you. God bless you. Thank you.